big performances, the 107 averages, there are signs they're starting to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg is Rob to throw first. Game on.
But Daryl Gurney's B game has been enough to put him in positions to win titles already this year and put him in the hunt for a spot at the O2 in the Premier League playoffs. Is it going to be enough to stop Rob Cross in this one? Paul Nicholson in the box for it.
42.
I'm torn on this one. I was very impressed with the way that Daryl beat Rob Cross last time around in the Euro Tour. And maybe, just maybe, Daryl knows how to beat Rob at this kind of venue right now. And Rob did look a little bit lethargic yesterday. His B game was definitely enough against Michael Rastovitz. He plays like he did yesterday today and he will get beat.
Yeah, he's looked so good this year, Rob, but I do worry that second heavy defeat at the hands of Van Gerwen on Thursday night in the Premier League has just knocked the stuffing out of him a bit, because all this year he's been playing fantastic stuff. He's top of the averages list in the floor events. He's been dangerous on the Euro Tour, fantastic in the Premier League. And yet, the man whose position he wants at the top of the world rankings keeps on giving him hidings and putting him in his place.
140.
It's very Taylor-like, isn't it? That's what he used to do to people when he was world number one.
Yeah.
He would just palm people off and say, it's my ranking, get off me.
And there have been just signs lately from Rob. You know, he skipped a couple of tournaments and he has been a bit ill at times as well. Oh, hello. He loves this 1-2-1 checkout, Gurney. But no need to go 11 bull on this occasion.
89.
It was Glasgow, wasn't it, where he got 2 of those against Glendoran?
Yeah. Same way as well. Treble 11 for double 14. But he has looked a little bit jaded, and that was an issue last year with all the competing demands on his time. He's wiser, more experienced now. Can he manage it better?
Got a shift for that double 8. He shielded it. Got a shift back.
Oh! No score.
He's going back to the start.
Well, if you are going to miss that, miss it that way and come back with 3 darts at your favourite double. But Rob Cross, the big combination finishers, I've seen plenty of those this year.
Another. This will hurt Gurney. For an early blow. Line was perfect. Just dived at the end.
32.
Can't afford to miss this time, Daryl. You've just been given a warning.
Deja vu. Not quite.
On the first leg, Daryl Gurney.
It's almost like he was teasing us.
Second leg is Daryl to throw first. Game on.
That's a good sign from Daryl. A little bit of a smile shows that he's a little bit more relaxed. He said yesterday, and he's admitted to yourself, Dan, that he is a nervous player. He does struggle with the nerves, and he said if he could just work with them a bit more, he'd be even better than he is. It's a scary thing to say, isn't it?
Well, he did say yesterday, Daryl, that he wasn't feeling particularly bullish or confident. It was obviously a tricky draw against Kyle Anderson.
99.
But he said, if I can get through this first game, I could go and win this. And that's what winning does. Picked up his first Euro Tour title, and he said prior to Hildesheim that he felt he should have already won one of these by now. There was a golden opportunity for him in the Netherlands last year when he lost a game he should have won against Michael van Gerwen, who went on to claim the title. Probably the worst title win I've ever seen from MVG. He wasn't very good all weekend, and yet he was still better than everybody else. But Gurney felt that was a massive missed opportunity.
60.
Well, earlier in the season, Daryl had a 3-week spell where his first dart was really letting him down. And a lot of people went up to him and said, Daryl, you've just got to fix this first dart. Everything else is all right. He's definitely done that. He's definitely put in the hours. That's the dart he was having earlier in the season. It was low, it was central, and it was blocking that bed.
65.
It's not happening as much now.
64.
Cross will go treble 18 first here, you would feel. Yep, there it is. To go straight back down the line for the bull.
131.
Well, Rob Cross has missed tops and the bull for 154 and 164 checkouts. And Gurney makes him pay on both occasions.
The leg is
Now,
to throw first. Game on.
The thing is, anybody else or in other situations, you might think, well, hang on, he's threatening to take out big checkouts here. He should be closer. He shouldn't be forced to take out those big checkouts as he has been. The scoring has not been there in the opening two legs.
In this game and his previous game against Rastovitz, his treble 18s have still been very good, even though he's playing B-game stuff for him. It's difficult for these guys in the Premier League because they have to do a lot of travelling, but
180.
Rob's closest airport is still a bit of a drive, as is Daryl's. It's over an hour. And you think, well, that's only an hour. But you add that up over 16 weeks. That's a lot of to and fro to airports. And what they want is just that 1 week where they don't have to do a lot of travelling. And Daryl's had that in Belfast. Rob would only get that if he gets to the playoffs, which I'm sure he will.
Yeah, I think Rob Cross and Michael Van Gerwen are pretty much nailed on for the playoffs, but it is very much up for grabs. And Daryl Gurney
85.
will be fuming after losing to Suljevic on Thursday, because it really does put him behind the 8 ball. He might have to go and beat MVG again in the Premier League. Oh, that's a little awkward.
He's thinking, can I have that back?
Yes, just wait for it to fall out. Or just throw that one there. That's the other option. That's much better from Rob Cross. Much better scoring leg, gets in the opportunities, and they're not ones where he's got to go treble, and then hit a double.
Boy, was that a lovely dart.
140.
If you were to ask Daryl Gurney to walk to the board and put 2 darts in the treble 20, he would have put them right there. That just goes to show how bad that third dart was. Now, I think Rob Cross hit the 2 very same puncture marks, but he then converted the 180.
Yeah, well, he's suddenly livened up on the score in the last leg and a half here, Cross. And we know that he can go on these bursts of leg after leg after leg of piling in the big scores. And he's doing it here. That's the second time that he's gone 180 followed by 2 trebles in the next visit. And that's the kind of pressure that he can apply to you. And it's been enough to win games against MVG in the past. Gurney leaves that 1-2-1 of which he's so fond.
We talked a lot this weekend about the temperature in this room. It's warm outside, but it's a lovely temperature in here. And the boards, I think, have been primed this week. They've been very firm, and that suits both of these players, I feel, because they've got roughed up points, and they're not going to get a lot of dangly darts like Kyle did yesterday against Daryl.
86.
Now, 86 again for Cross to equalise. He knows how to do this. Has he missed the treble 18 in this match yet?
I'm not sure he has. He has now. He's going to look at the 18 segment again. And now it's the bullseye. For back-to-back 12 darters, back-to-back 86 checkouts, and a level game.
61. Daryl 24.
To hang on to the lead, Daryl Gurney needs double 12. It's these kinds of shots that were costing him on Thursday night against Suljevic. Needs a positive dart here. That's very positive.
Daryl Gurney. Fifth leg is Rob to throw first. Game on.
And they hurt as well when you get them third dart. You're hoping for that one more chance, and your opponent gets it third dart. You think,
77.
Yeah, well, this is what Gurney's been very good at in games. Tight games, finding ways to win, to nick legs.
140.
I was talking in the last game with Ted Evans and Ricky Evans about them being 2 youthful players who are doing a lot of things right at the minute. And I mentioned about them not changing their equipment a lot, finding a formula that works and sticking to it. Same thing with these guys. What do they change? I don't remember anything that Daryl's changed.
Well, I remember actually, he had some new darts. He played with them on a Euro tour, came out and used them for the first time. He was 4-1 down and thought, nah, I'm not having this. Went back to his old darts, mid-game 1-6-4. And you've never seen those darts again.
Well.
But he's quite meticulous. I was sat with him having a chat when he was his setup for the start of today. And he's very, very confident with this setup. Rob Cross, I mean, he used the same set of darts for years and years from being a teenager, then signed with his new manufacturer, who created some darts in the same way that are at least all the same weight, which was not the case with previous ones. There were 2.5 grams difference between them all.
140.
And immediately, he just carried on and won the world title within a few months.
It's looking very much like it will be
45.
3-2.
Robbie Maguire, 84.
Won't be going for triple 18 here. They'll be going for double 18. Excellent shot from Rob Cross.
Well, we've seen a big performance from MVG, averaging 106. We've seen an absolute cracker between Ted Everts and Ricky Evans. And right now, we've got the world number 2 averaging 106. Daryl Gurney averaging pretty much 10 points less than that. But it does not matter. Because, as I say, Gurney he's getting in a habit this year. We've not seen the best of Daryl Gurney this year, not regularly. But he's winning things, he's winning games, he's going on runs. And he's challenging for titles. I think that's a really good sign. He was very briefly world number 3 this year, and you don't get there without being able to win lots and lots of games even when you're not at your best.
He's world number 3 for 7 days?
Something like that, yeah. And completely justified being world number 3. You earn your spots in the rankings. He's won 2 major titles. There aren't many people who've got 2 major... Even Peter Wright has only got 1 major title. And he's quite rightly one of these stars of the game right now, so he'll be travelling all around the world on the World Series with Rob Cross. You're probably going to see this game a lot this year, Gurney versus Cross. And from what we've seen so far in this one, and what we've seen so far this year, then bring it on.
58.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Dan. I think this is a great fixture. Not sure how I'd classify it in Premier League football terms. Maybe we'll come back to that.
100.
Got to be careful with things like that these days as well. You can't label someone as a football team type player when they probably support their biggest rivals.
Not sure either, but he's had some internet football.
He's a Chelsea fan, isn't he?
He might be
Could be wrong.
one.
Double 16 for Daryl for 4-2.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Daryl Gurney. 7-leggers Rob to throw first. Game on.
Right, again, Daryl Gurney protecting his own throw. He has managed to hold throw 3 times in this one. 15 darter, 14 darter, a 96 checkout to save. And again, we've seen him averaging 97 and being solid. And this is what his game has been about. You know he's got the big stuff in him. A couple of years ago when he was making semi-final after semi-final in major tournaments, won the World Grand Prix, winning his first floor title. You were seeing those 105 and 107 averages, more regularly seeing them now, but he's such a competitor.
100.
And it's doing, as Michael Van Gerwen's mantra says, doing the right thing at the right moments. And Daryl Gurney is a guy who can step up in those moments and deliver. And it is an incredible skill. I'm not sure it's one you can teach. It's one that's very difficult to learn.
One thing that Daryl has done is he's found a formula that works for him. You may have heard me say that a few times about certain people. But Daryl realised that when he was called the Dude, that was his previous nickname, he was quite exuberant. He used to celebrate quite a lot. And he realised he needed to calm down on stage in order for him to be a better player.
41.
And he's very much more within himself these days, and he's way more dangerous than he used to be.
Treble 17 for double 8. For 127 a game.
8-leggers Daryl to throw first. Game on.
Well, the winning legs from Rob Cross, 12 darter, 15 darter, 12 darter. That's very, very, very good. But all comes down to that slow start to the game where he was broken in the first leg.
60.
Gurney nicked it. And if Gurney does have that break early on, you know that he's able to protect his own throw. And he might be able to protect his own throw all the way through to the end of this one and just nick it.
140.
Yeah, it's quite similar to the game against Kyle yesterday. Kyle was playing some really good stuff at points. And Kyle played a lot better yesterday than he did on Saturday. And still wasn't good enough to beat Gurney.
Well, this is the best chance that Rob Cross has had in this match so far of breaking the Gurney throw. 60-60 for Northern Ireland's number one. And Cross is taking full advantage.
Perfect reply, maybe.
140.
Still searching for his first 180 in this one, Gurney. A surprise for a man who's been, well, he is one of the biggest 180 hitters in the world.
He's the record holder, isn't he, for a European Tour game?
He is. Joint record holder, I believe. Michael Smith. Although Gurney did win his game when he threw 9.
95.
Imagine that, hitting 9 180s in a best of 11 and losing.
Yeah. Michael Smith, take a bow. Back to back, superb. Gurney is back in this leg. It was a 96 out shot that saved him early on in this match. But Rob Cross has had a lot of looks at this 86. It's gone once, it's been missed once. And it goes again for another 12 dart leg. Advantage, voltage. Look at that.
I get the feeling that Rob is feeling a lot better today, because he said he was a bit lethargic yesterday, but those statistics really do tell a story. And what else tells a story are where those darts landed. That treble 18 was in the middle. The attempt at the double 16 was very central, and the double 8 was right in the middle as well. That says to me that he's getting the weight of the dart really, really good. This could go anywhere now, but Rob Cross has got the momentum.
Well, Rob Cross is averaging more than 100 on the tour this year, and we've seen him average 107, 105, 106, a couple more in the 106 and 7 range. 108.6 is the highest average we've seen from him so far this year, and he is threatening that here. And it is taking that sort of stuff to stop Gurney.
$96.
Rob Cross has definitely got the impetus now. Gurney is falling behind, and he's needing these switches.
96.
That may not be enough. From this spot, the MVGs, the crosses, they're looking... See, I want double 14 after this.
140.
Not a bad second prize. Winner of this one plays Sulevic or Chisnell. What a tasty part of the draw that is.
It really is.
Needs to fill the boat. Does so.
It's his first one of the match.
68.
It could be vital. Oh, Rob Cross. Double 4.
Middle again. Middle stump. Takes off the bails.
Then they get Daryl to throw first. Game on.
It is an assault that Daryl Gurney is facing right now. Rob Cross has won the last 3 legs. It's taken him just 38 darts.
108.
But he's started to find the 180s now, Daryl Gurney. And he might have found them just in the nick of time.
He did say that we might see this fixture a lot this year. I'd pay to watch this.
Yeah, absolutely.
434.
Not a great deal of chanting going on from the crowd. They're not saying there's only one Phil Taylor, they're not one Maxi Hop. They are watching this purely brilliant match.
It is. It has been tight right the way through this. And Rob Cross has got better as the game has gone on.
140.
And Daryl Gurney, even this magnificent rear guard action from him, it might not be enough, but it might. So tight. And look at this, he is finding the maximums. He has hit 3 in the last 2 legs. Double 8 for a 10-dart leg to take us into a last leg decider. Cross is not going to make life easy for him.
139.
Well, it's what the game deserves.
16.
It deserves an 11th leg. Double 4. Don't bust it, Daryl. He doesn't. That is a glorious leg of darts from Daryl Gurney. Take us all the way. Respect. Brilliance. We've had it all in this game. What will we get in leg 11?
It took an 11-darter to stop the Rob Cross train from thundering through to the quarterfinals, because he was sat on a potential 11-darter himself. It may take another from Gurney.
95.
110 average for Rob Cross. It's 101 for Daryl Gurney right now.
That one skewed into the treble 5. What a beautiful switch.
32.
You look at the line from treble 5 all the way down to treble 19 as a direct route. So when you go to treble 5, it's a really good switch because you can stay on the same line. But Gurney gets another 180.
This is one heck of a contest. It has been in the balance right from the very start. And this is superb. Incredible darts from these two men. The world number 2. It could be yet another 4-visit leg.
He needs a treble. He doesn't get one, but he does leave a finish. It may not be good enough. Cross's answer to that 180 of Gurney was some sort of message.
The treble 18s is his favourite. But Rob Cross, it's double 6. A match start is missed, and if this goes in, this is right up there with one of the best Euro Tour contests you were going to see this year.
I agree.
It already is. Oh.
What is Rob Cross going to do? Because he is under pressure a little bit here. Straight for it or 2-2-2? Take your pick.
He's averaging 112 nearly. And double 3 wins. An absolute cracker. Gurney averages almost 102. Cross nearly beats that by 10 points. It is the highest average we've seen this weekend. It's one of the highest in the history of the German Darts Grand Prix.